All right, let's get this started. Who wants to do the intro? Because
Yeah,
Guarantee Fat's the only one who remembers it that well.
I do. Last session, we started off our adventure in Cold Reach, and we decided to take the airship to the lake near Cold Reach because we determined that possibly the safe house would be underwater. And as we actually flew over the lake, we were attacked by some flying fish. And after beating them, we entered the supposed safe house underwater, traversed a bunch of caverns which had it was booby trapped to hell. Thagrak had been split up from the path and took his own path to where we currently are, and I believe now we are just in the inners of the safe house.
and that's where we'll pick up. With a lot of you exiting an extremely trapped tunnel system, you happen to now be in a very clean, very pristine, think of like a medical lab, but all the walls are like smooth metal. No windows. You see a bunch of doors. And yeah.
I kind of gesture at Graven and go, lead the way.
Well, we should probably meet up with Thagrak first.
Well, we should probably go investigate that loud crash of a sound we heard.
Oh, that's right, because he destroyed the door. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. All right, so I go check out over here where I hear the loud sound.
I'm chugging a potion.
Roll me a perception check, Graven?
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check there, right? Alright, you go to jump around the corner and you hook your foot behind your other foot and you just fall flat face in front of Graven.
How intimidating is it?
It feels intimidating until you sit up and your nose is bleeding a little bit. And like you have like your entire face is red just from face planting.
It was like that already.
You get up, I'm like, did you just try to scare me?
No, I thought you were someone else.
Well, if we're all together again, how about we check this place out?
The King's Hall?
Sure.
Alright, so I need to break down this door, right?
Whoa. I just put my hand, like, slow down. This is...
I
We need to
jump
be
over.
stealthy.
I grab Elise and jump behind the corner.
I shove you aside, and I look at the door.
It looks like a door.
I would like to see if it is trapped.
Alright, give me a check. It is definitely not trapped. It is definitely locked with a locking mechanism you've never seen before.
Do I feel like it's unlockable? Oh my god.
I mean, every lock is unlockable. That is a door.
It's probably breakable, right?
It is a very fancy door.
Is it breakable?
Most doors are breakable.
I'm going to attempt to unlock the door.
It takes you some time, despite your skill, because you actually have to learn how this lock works. And the
Okay.
door just kind of creases down the middle, and you can see like a very small amount of light down that middle crease.
I will open the door then.
So you just kind of push these two metal doors aside, and inside, it looks like a storage closet. That's basically what it is.
Anything of interest? I walk in. Anything of interest inside?
There are several boxes. There's a couple pails. It looks like there's some mops over in one corner.
So really nothing of interest.
Not really, no.
Okay.
Anything special you see in there?
So I say, guys, this door, this thing is literally just nothing, and the lock was just a nightmare to open.
Man, they must have a problem with people stealing their cleaning supplies.
Alright, well, I look at this door next to me and then I look at the door behind me that we first initially passed. Take your pick.
I'm gonna try this door.
We could go at the door you're at, Kerveius.
I step back.
I want to
and-
tap my door with my hammer, try and find the weak spot.
The weak spot feels like the middle.
I'm going to keep that knowledge to myself in the moment.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock of the door in front of me.
Okay.
We're the stealthiest group ever.
I know, right?
That is a very well locked door.
I kick it in frustration.
You hurt your foot a little bit.
Yeah.
They are made of metal after all.
Stupid door.
That's not how you pick a lock.
I look at Kerveius and I just flip him the bird.
I'm just gonna try to unlock this one door that I'm at.
Yeah. It seems like these locks are getting easier as you are starting to know how they work.
As I'm watching him, would it be easier if I helped with one side of the lock while he does the other?
Probably.
Let's try together on the next lock.
Sounds good.
AKA, he would roll with advantage.
Okay.
Because he's giving you the help action.
But you said the door was unlocked, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So open the door.
Okay, you try to pull open the door like you did the last one, and it is definitely stuck on something.
Thagrak?
I lean around mid-swing. Yes?
So you wanted to bust something, right?
Yes.
Well, I unlocked it. This door's stuck. So, and I show him the door.
Alright. First thing I do is, did you try and pull it or push it?
I tried to pull.
I try and push it in.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Alright, I try and rip it out.
Yeah, give me a strength check. I mean, it's stuck. It's stuck.
Alright, I take the maul and I reckless attack it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, yeah.
Does a 16 hit the
I'm-
door?
Yeah, it's a door. A 2 will hit it. I'm actually gonna say, because you've hit it so hard, you've actually made it more stuck.
Okay, I take a look around the corner and there's another door, right?
I
Graven.
take the black powder explosive dirk.
I'm moving around the corner.
Sure.
I want to fit it in, like... Do you have, like, an empty potion bottle?
You guys probably have several.
Alright, I'm going to dump it in an empty potion bottle. I get it as close into the crack as I can, which understandably is very small.
Oh my god, you're gonna blow stuff up. We need the evidence. Or, well, we
Graven,
need
why
the...
don't you come here and help me unlock this door?
Yeah,
Alright.
I will do that.
Now... Alright, as they do that, I tiptoe over to Rowan. Do you have anything that you can hit it with fire from a distance?
Let
Yeah,
me
good enough.
think. I don't know why I'm helping you, but this actually seems kind of interesting. So
Because
let
you
me
want to see what happens.
I do want to see what happens. Give me a
Hey.
second.
You do.
I will open the door.
Yeah. You try to open the door. Like it pops open just a little bit, just like last time. And you try to open the door, and it is also stuck.
I'm gonna whisper to Thagrak. Do you have a spare healing potion?
I have a basic healing potion.
All right,
I'm gonna-
good enough. If I pass out, give it to me before Kerveius finds out. And I'm gonna...
Oh,
We're whispering this, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to move here, and I'm going to aim my... I'm gonna call up my cantrip, Sacred Flame, and I'm gonna chuck it at the bottle of gunpowder that he has wedged in the door.
Yeah. It's
my
not
God.
trying to dodge or knock you hit, so I'll just allow you to hit it. Yeah, the bottle just kind of like bursts open, and there's just a giant explosion inside this hall. The rule of force, I guess technically you guys in the hallway wouldn't get hit, although you would definitely get buffeted by it. Rowan would get absolutely blasted by it. Thagrak, he'd get blasted by it too.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I don't want to. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, you take 28 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
I
Hearing the
walk around the
explosion, I'm
corner,
going
just
to investigate.
yeah, same. I'm like, what the hell? What
I run
just
over and
happened?
give her my potion real quick before they come around the corner.
Yep.
Do we
Buffalo.
spot this before?
You see me
Seeing
and
how we were
Thagrak.
closer to the hallway than Thagrak was.
They gotta be like shell shocked. Though. I was
Thagrak was
expecting this
compared
explosion.
though. Just make me opposing dex checks, I guess.
Oh come on.
Dex checks.
I'm back
Yeah.
up to 15. Thank you for the potion.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my
the explosion's only half going off, and Thagrak's already running into it. Like he just knew as it exploded. Like, oh, she's down.
And like, so you just see both of us. You see me on the ground, definitely, and you see Thagrak crouching over me, but I'm awake. Probably
just run
covered in
over.
soot, but awake.
I run over. You're awake. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Did we open the door?
I smashed that bottle, by the way, so nobody saw the potion, Dirk.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, Graven, now that you're looking at the door, where'd you put that bottle? I mean, like, there wasn't really any place to like shove it into.
Yeah, I just kind of... I figured since the fire is going to go down the bottom of it, it would explode out the back, so I kind of propped it up against
So,
the
like,
door.
Just on the
with
floor.
Yeah, with like the open spot facing where Rowan is.
Yeah, okay. Normally you would expect something that exploded to be exploded and inward. The door's kind of like forced itself outwards as you see some kind of weird fleshy pulp on the floor just kind of seeping from this. It's not a very big hole, but it's a hole. Hole in the door, and you just see like it's just a whole bunch of blood just coming out.
We hurt the building.
So
Holy
I
shit.
just look at this. I'm like, guys, that's not normal. I'm going to dip my finger in presumably blood.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I smell it. Does it smell like blood?
Yeah. It's also really cold.
It's cold?
Yeah.
Well, that's not what I would expect from blood.
Well, unless it's dead blood.
Oh.
I'm out of black powder, by the way. I whisper that to Rowan as they're discussing this.
I whisper back, "Don't worry, I have more."
How big is the hole?
Grapefruit sized.
There's a hole, and then like there's just blood pouring out of it, or you said there was something fleshy.
Like a fleshy pulp. And then there is additionally also cold, dark blood flowing out of it, yes.
I'm gonna look at Kerveius and be like, "How'd you guys do?
We unlocked the door, but it's jammed shut like this one.
Maybe we need more gunpowder."
I'm gonna say let's just skip this room for now, especially if it's full of blood. That means it's going to
And I just
stain up
gesture
stuff.
to this door.
Well, while they try that door, I want to take my staff, and I'm just gonna kind of through the hole, just kind of poke at it, see
Yeah.
if like it moves.
As you poke at it, some like fingers roll out.
Fingers roll out,
Yeah.
like as in like a cadaver's fingers that I may have just blown off.
Yeah.
Guys, I think this is like body storage.
Oh.
I hold up a finger and I chuck it at Thagrak.
I catch the finger.
Let's go ahead and open this door and leave that one alone.
Yeah. Can you guys plug that hole? Because that's gonna cause some
I caught her.
problems.
Don't
Probably.
worry.
She's just kind of bloop, bloop, bloop. Just right out of the hole.
If I push on that body as hard as possible, does it like move?
I mean, yeah. Not a lot, though.
Shit, there must be a lot of bodies in here.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, that's open.
Can I poke through with my javelin,
Mm-hmm.
stab through the body, and lift it up and try and get it, like, push it away from the door?
No.
Alright, we give this door an open.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Yeah, you open the door. You appear inside, and inside this door, it looks like it used to be an armory.
Used to, as in, is there still stuff in it?
No. It's just empty racks.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to identify what's an armor rack and what's a weapon rack.
Okay.
Empty armory, empty janitor's closet, and a full-on morgue. How about we just unlock this door?
Yeah, that's unlocked.
Open it.
Super duper unlocked. You open it. You kind of like take a look inside, and this looks like an experimental medical room. Some cadavers on some slabs. There's like medical equipment like inside of them. One of them has like their chest ripped open. He's missing a bunch of bits inside of there. There's like some mechanical bits also inside of there.
Does it seem like just straight operation table stuff, or is there actually like drawers with potential stuff in it?
There's definitely drawers.
I'll go in the room and start opening drawers.
Sure. You find like a lot of medical equipment stuff and mechanical stuff. Like you look over at the guy and you see he has like a mechanical liver or what you think is a liver, and then you look in the drawer and you see like another mechanical version of that.
A mechanical liver, you say?
I'm gonna steal anything that looks interesting and put it in my bag of holding.
Your bag of holding is full.
Damn
at
it.
this point. No, it would be if you put all the interesting stuff in there.
Ugh.
Because I think to you, literally everything in this room would be interesting. There's like
The whole
mechanical
room in the
limbs.
bag.
At least
There's mechanical limbs, mechanical eyes.
Rowan is such a magpie.
There's like body parts that are mechanical.
She's definitely going to steal a mechanical eye.
I don't think Rowan's ever seen a scalpel before.
A scalpel? Yeah, it'd be a really fine knife. She's gonna steal a scalpel and she's gonna steal a mechanical eye.
Nice.
I hold the mechanical liver. How well does it? How well do you guys think it processes alcohol?
Probably not very well, because considering that it was left here, it's probably like old as shit.
So, Kerveius, you look
I-
into that door. Yeah, it's a cell. You look inside, and there's a bunch of dead people inside of it.
I'll go down the hall looking.
They're all the same.
So just dead bodies. What about this big room?
That's a locked door.
Are there any like papers or books or anything in the drawers? Like
No.
notes or anything?
There's some ash.
Yeah, I walk out of the room.
Ash just like in a drawer?
Yeah, someone probably burnt the books from the drawer.
Over here.
Damn it.
I walk over
Okay.
to-
I'll go join the others since I can't fit the entire room in my bag.
That's accurate.
This is the small rooms on the left are all cells with dead bodies in them. Doesn't look like there's anything important.
So I take a look down the hall. There's obviously nothing, and I'm like, so if there's a room left that would potentially have something, it's probably this one then. And I attempt to unlock it.
Okay.
I just look at you, Kerveius. You got to help me more often.
You never asked.
Good
I'm
point.
gonna quietly, while those two are picking a lock, I'm gonna just reach into my bag of holding and give Thagrak a little bit more. I'm gonna portion out like an empty potion bottle. I'm just gonna fill it up with gunpowder and I'm gonna hand it to him.
I put it in my bag immediately.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, you guys are horrible.
You know, and I'm just whispering to him, you know, I wasn't sure about you at first, but I think I might like you.
I'm just gonna write down a homemade bomb in my inventory.
Accurate.
I don't trust you with a lot of that gunpowder yet, but I think you got potential.
I have ideas.
You do have ideas, and I'm not totally against them.
But can I throw perception to hear that conversation?
Sure.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
14.
No,
Thanks.
I mean, you weren't going to do good at it. Okay. Yeah, you absolutely hear that conversation.
Okay. I won't say anything.
Trying to make a bottle of explosives.
Yeah, I know that you have a homemade explosive. I'll keep that in mind.
Rowan realizes that he is just as, you know, as childish as she is.
We have essentially Kerveius were the parents.
Hooray!
And you guys thought that Yen Yin and Rowan was bad.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Now we have explosives.
All right, what are you guys doing at this door?
We open it.
Open.
You open it. It's an open door. There's some lights on, but it seems pretty stark as far as you can see.
There's lights.
Yeah,
Can I see anything of interest? Anybody, perhaps?
sure. Do you go into the room?
Yeah, yeah, yes, I know. I quickly look in front of me. I don't think there's gonna be a trap, is there?
Doesn't seem very trapped at all.
I'm going to cautiously walk in.
Okay.
He found the lounge. This is the
You
break
see,
room.
like a guy on the other side of the room, just kind of sitting at a desk.
Is he facing me or
Yeah, his
away?
face looking right at you.
He's looking right at me.
Yeah.
I just take out my bow, and Kerveius, you can see me take out my bow.
And I signal to the other two that there's an issue.
Fuck!
He just looks at you.
I
He's
pull
like,
out my homemade bomb.
Oh, please, young gentlemen. Weapons won't be necessary here.
And who might you be?
Why, you may call me the Nameless One.
So we're fighting no one.
That's a bit cliche.
I'm not supposed to trust strangers.
Do you intend me harm?
Well, if I intended you harm, I wouldn't have stayed in this room while you gallivanted about this laboratory.
Okay.
That and I have no weapons on me.
Never trust an unarmed man, is what I always say. So, are you with Dr. Barnon or not?
Well, when he makes you, you don't have much of a choice whether you're with him or not.
Do we hear him talking to Graven?
He's not being quiet.
Gonna peek in there. Hey, you want out of here?
No, not really. My purpose is to stay here and be party to this place.
You got a room full of bodies. You're okay with that?
They are neither alive nor dead. They are just things.
How many dead bodies are there in this room?
They are not bodies. They are implements for science.
I just whispered, guys, I'm getting nowhere with this guy.
Is there anything interesting in the room besides the weirdo?
It's just him and his desk.
I'm gonna walk forward, slowly.
I'm gonna step into the room. And I'm just gonna say, so, what are you doing for Dr. Barden? Like, what's the whole purpose of this underground place?
Well, this was one of his early labs where he did many of his early experiments. He created me to just watch.
So, like, you're not the one that's putting weird metal things inside of dead people?
Oh, no. I could never do that. He didn't give me that ability. I am but a humble watcher.
So, does Dr. Barden come here at all?
Oh, he hasn't been here in the past 15 years.
Did he leave you with any interesting, I don't know, reading material, something to pass the time?
I need nothing, like as you fleshy people do.
Mr. Nameless One, can we look inside your desk?
Oh, absolutely. He just kind of like, he stands up and with incredible ease just kind of picks up his desk, turns it, and puts it down facing you guys.
Well, that was oddly welcoming.
Thank you so much. You're very polite.
Well, I am not but a watcher. My only watch.
I'm going to... Is there like a desk drawer?
Yeah, there's several of them.
I'm gonna open one. I'm
Yeah,
gonna just
empty.
I'm just gonna start rifling through. Is all the desk empty?
Everything's empty save for like the bottom drawer, which it's like 4 or 5 metal boxes.
I'm going to very cautiously lift them out of the drawer and put them on top of the desk.
Oh, be gentle with those. Those include my memories.
Your memories?
Yes.
Like, how do you mean your memories?
Well, how do normal people store memories?
In our minds?
Yes.
Does one of these boxes contain a brain?
All of them, I'd presume. I'd never actually looked. Like, as you now, like, look at the box and see that it's on the table, there's just, like, a little thin strand running from the box to, like, under his cloak.
Guys, I don't know if I should open these boxes or not. I think they're what keeps him alive.
Let's not then. So, let's wait.
Like, do all the boxes connect to him or just one?
All of them.
Okay, so I walk forward and I'm like, does the name Xangold mean anything to you?
Oh, that wonderful young chap. Yes, he was quite polite in his state.
What can you tell me about him?
Oh, well, I didn't see very much of him. I must say I'm quite ashamed as someone who is called the Watcher. I never saw a lot. But, our interactions were quite graceful. He is fairly quiet, but gentle and kind.
Was he alive when you saw him?
I suppose those words could apply to him.
Was he like by alive? I mean, did he like not have metal pieces in him like the implements in the lab?
Oh dearie, no. When you take several arrows to the chest, there's no natural way you're coming back to life.
Do you remember everything you've seen?
Yes.
Can we somehow see what you've seen? Is there a projection you could show us?
Well,
Besides brains.
Well, I was not given the ability to show everybody what I've seen, only the doctor.
Of course. Did you find anything else in those drawers, Rowan, besides those
It's
boxes?
it's just the metal boxes. And I feel like they're connected to our friend here.
Currently he is the only valuable thing in this safe house.
Yeah.
Oh, that you would say such a nice thing about a lonely servant like I.
I don't want to hurt him. He's so nice.
I'm struggling to know how to proceed here.
You said that I see like a thin line that connects, that goes under his cloak.
Yes.
Is like, do they just disappear under the cloak? I can't see where they might be attached.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you look under the cloak, but that'd be weird.
Yeah, Rowan's not that weird. She's just going to very, very gently open one of the boxes.
Yeah, you open it, and there you see laying in, like, a pool of some kind of liquid is just a brain.
I can't do anything with this.
I'll ask our friend, if I showed you an encrypted letter, would you be so kind to actually be able to decrypt it for me?
Oh, I don't know anything about secret languages.
But you've seen Dr. Barton over all these 15 years. You don't have a cipher for those letters?
No, I do not. That was something he erased from my memory.
Of course. Kerveius,
What?
you're the Arcana guy. Can you tell us more about these brains?
Wouldn't that be medical?
Arcana, medical, potato.
Alright, I'll step into the room.
I'm gonna cautiously open the rest of the boxes. Are they all brains?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, I can do an Arcana check, but I doubt anything's gonna come to fruition of it.
Well, the liquid they're sitting in is magical, and the strands connecting the brains and him are magical, and he's definitely magical.
Which isn't really surprised because those brains would have decomposed without magic to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my finger in one of the pools in the like the liquids of the brain.
See, it's surprisingly cold to the touch. You get like a little electric shock.
No reaction from our friend.
No,
Would Rowan know anything about this thanks to that book that she read?
you can ask the book.
I'm gonna pull out the book and I'm gonna ask the book.
Evil book.
What
It's
are you-
not evil.
What are you asking the book?
I'm going to explain to the book that we have a construct with 5 brains in magical boxes, and we need to access the memories to see if information about how to find Graven's brother. Like, if he was here, where did he go?
I believe I specified anything that's in a book.
Okay. Is it possible to retrieve memories from a magically frozen brain? I don't know if that would be in a magic book or not.
Wizards are still trying to figure it out.
Is there any book that she has in her back of holding that we had that found on those ships that would contain some information about that?
Probably not.
Does the book know anything about just memory retrieval or revival in general?
Speak with dead can be useful.
Speak with dead. Oh,
That's not my department.
I don't know if that's my department or not.
I pull out the trickster hat and I look at the brain.
Yeah, they look like brains.
Fair enough.
Is there a safe way out of this place?
Oh, well, I can deactivate the traps from my desk.
Please.
Okay. He just kind of gets up, walks to the underside of the desk, and presses a little button.
I'm
Yes.
gonna put the boxes of the brains back in the desk drawer
Okay.
for the moment. I don't want to take them with us because, like, he hasn't done anything to us. I don't know if it would hurt him.
You're not able to leave this place, are you?
No, I am quite attached here.
Are you attached here because of these boxes, or is there more attaching you here?
You kind of pick up this thicker cord wrapped in cloth that's kind of just stuck right into the floor.
Does it look alive or like magical, or is it like just chains?
So your character wouldn't know, but you would know.
Okay.
These are electrical cables.
They go into the floor, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more we can do here.
No, there really isn't.
Will the traps remain off when we leave?
He thinks about this for a moment. Well, the doctor did tell me to always reactivate the traps whenever he left. It's quite hard to ignore an imperative from the doctor.
But he's not leaving. We are.
What are the imperative orders that the doctor gave you?
Well, to continue watching and to activate the traps when he left.
That's all?
Yes, that's all he gave me.
Okay, so by that wording, he's not leaving, so when we leave, the traps stay off.
I'd probably just reactivate them for good measure. I don't know about the doctor getting mad at me.
He hasn't been back in so long. Maybe he won't come back.
Yeah, but he could someday. He knows that I don't age.
So you haven't received any orders to notify the doctor if someone were to arrive here?
No, not at all. That has already happened.
What do you mean that's already
Specify.
happened?
Probably
Yeah.
when we first entered the place. Magical
Well, you
wards and
entered through
barriers.
the main doors.
He's probably known we've been here for hours now.
I mean, is there anyone besides us that has also came in afterwards?
But no, you're the first visitors.
Okay.
It's generally quite hard to find this place.
We should go. Now.
If we were to take these boxes, would that hurt you?
I don't understand the concept of pain.
Would you stop
So-
us if we took the boxes?
I'm not capable of violence.
You're not capable of violence. That's good to know.
If we unplug a brain and plug it back in, is it like rebooting him?
Well, the brain keeps the memories.
If we take a box out, will it damage the brain?
Probably. I heard open oxygen is not good on brains.
Keep the box sealed. Take it. Put it in the bag of holding. Go.
Let's
Yeah,
just...
I'm with Kerveius.
If we take one, it probably wouldn't kill him?
No, let's take all of them.
Oh, would you like the one that is most filled? Most of them are empty still.
Yeah, which one's the most full? And you don't mind?
He just points at one.
Alright, I'll pick up that box. And you don't mind if we take this one?
Well, if that one's gone, I'll just start going to another one.
So we have 15 years of recording is what he's saying.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they each carry about 100 years, actually.
God.
Alright, I have a brain in a box.
Oh, there go those memories. Bye, memories.
All right.
Now
Good.
he's forgotten everything.
It's good that the more important memories are in my actual brain.
So wait, what are your imperative orders?
To watch.
That's going to be in his real brain. It's not going to be in that memory box.
Oh, I wish.
Dr. Barton's not that stupid.
Thank you, nameless one.
Yeah.
I want to name him. Can I name
As I'm
you?
walking out, I say Bob and leave.
Oh,
That's exactly what I was going to name him.
that works for me. Bob.
Thank you,
that's
Bob.
Yeah. Have a nice.
Sorry about the front
what do I
door.
say?
Have a nice afternoon.
Oh,
Have a
yes.
nice
Bye.
It's Millennium, Bob. Don't let her trick you.
So, have a nice millennium.
And
I'm never going to die.
And we run out of here.
And you're out.
Make
Okay.
it way back to the ship.
On the ship, I'm going to explain to everyone that we need to find someone that can speak with dead that might help us get access to these memories.
Right back.
No, well, a lot of clerics have that ability.
Do we have a cleric on board?
Captain is pugilist. You have a wizard. You have fighter and a rogue and a ranger.
Well, let's just go back to Cold Reach. It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one in Cold Reach.
They would probably have at least one or two.
We'll go to Cold Reach. get a cleric, and then if anything else, go investigate the ravine unless the brain reveals something else.
How long will it take us to get back to Coldreach? Just a few hours?
Yes.
Maybe once we see the cleric, we could maybe, like, take a nap.
I second that.
Well, we can take a short rest at least on the way back.
That doesn't help me. Well, I guess I could use my hit dice.
Yeah, burn your hit dice.
Yeah, I'll use half my hit dice.
As we're taking our short rest, Rowan's going through her bag of holding and, like, throwing out stuff that is no longer relevant.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know
going
what's
to
in
pick
this,
my
so
way
go
through the
ahead.
bag of holdings, throwing out stuff.
Alright, I'm throwing, just so that you know what I'm throwing out, I'm throwing out 5 pounds of batwing leather.
Don't
Where
care
did
about
you-
that.
Why? What?
This is back from way back when I was hoarding animal kills.
I just imagine Rowan sitting in front of me, like tossing stuff behind her. And I pick it up.
That's
Nope.
literally what I'm doing.
5
4 pounds of bat fur, which was enough to make 2 cloaks of cold resistance that I never got around to doing. So bat fur.
I keep the bat fur. 4
And where are you going to store all this? You don't have a bag of holding?
I have a bag and I will dump stuff out.
Let's see, what else am I throwing?
Red.
2 giant worm carapace scales,
Nice.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
a glowing magic short sword.
Yes.
I'll take the short sword.
I think I had 2, so there's 2 of those.
Oh, I remember where that. I actually remember where that is from.
Yeah.
So we're taking one each? Or am I taking both?
Yeah, you can have both. Actually, I don't really know where to put a short sword. I just wanted it.
So what are they? Glowing magic short swords?
Yeah. I'm gonna take out the mechanical liver and set that aside because that's Thagrak. So I'm just gonna be like, alright, I'll give that to Thagrak. I'm not gonna carry it for him. At least not right now.
Out of everything she's thrown, Dirk, can I find something that is fuse-like when she's finished? Just keep it in mind for what she's throwing.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the plate mail armor and just like dump that aside.
This is just standard plate mail?
Is it mithril?
I don't know. It was what had the arcane focus in it, but I had the arcane focus taken out of it, so now I just had the plate mail as well as it wasn't anything that I could use, but I figured I could just sell it, but now I'm just like tossing
I'm
stuff
taking the
out.
plate mail.
Too heavy. Nobody needs armor that big.
I have the robes of the traveler, but I'm not going to throw that out because I could sell that if we
Actually,
didn't
that's
use it.
useful.
Yeah,
fair.
exactly. Rowan's just like, okay.
What are the robes of the traveler?
The robes of the traveler can't be worn with armor, but you don't need to eat, sleep, or breathe while wearing, and it gives you double the movement.
Can't be worn with armor.
Give
Nope.
it to the barbarian.
Yeah, I don't wear armor.
Oh, okay. I'll just pull those out and I'll look over and I'll throw them. I'm gonna look back as I'm doing this and be like, "Are you like hoarding my garbage?"
Well, you
No.
actually see the both of us behind you. And you see me grab the plate mail and the short sword, putting it in my
there's a
bag of holding, and I'm
pile.
like, just the valuable stuff. And let's keep...
There's the pile you've made in front of me that I'm keeping, and there's a pile behind me of things I threw that I didn't want.
So apparently another person's garbage is another person's treasure.
I'll just pull out the ropes and be like, "Do you want these?" And I'll chuck them at him since you're just taking stuff anyways.
I put it on. Yes.
Uh,
I have no idea what it is.
it took an hour to attune to it, but you have time traveling on the ship.
I have no idea what it is. I just put it on.
You don't. So apparently, while you're wearing those, and just because I remember when Kerveius figured it out, you don't need to eat or sleep or breathe while you're wearing that stuff. Like you could just hold your breath indefinitely, and you can move twice as fast now. Hey, Thagrak,
Yes.
thinking about useful stuff that I have in here, and I'm gonna pull out 2 potion bottles and hand them over. It's the potion of frost giant strength and the potion of stone giant strength and be like, do you want these?
Thank you.
All right, you can have those. All right, and that's, I think, all that I'm throwing out of my bag of holding.
Did you take the fur, the bat fur and bat wings?
I took the bat fur.
And how many pounds of bat wings?
It was 5 pounds of bat wing leather.
I'll take it just so I can sell it.
Did she throw out anything that I could use as a fuse?
No.
No, I didn't.
So pretty much half the stuff that she threw out, you guys grabbed. So
No,
essentially,
everything
just
everything
inventory.
she threw out, we took.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
So it just swapped inventory.
yeah.
Yeah, essentially,
Because
Rowan didn't know that. She was just throwing crap out. Oh.
she forgot we had 2 bags of holding.
Yeah. Thagrak, I gave you your mechanical liver, by the way.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna put that down. Dirk, we have cannons on the ship, right?
Yeah.
I want to go find fuses.
Not very hard.
Okay. And I'm going to spend time cutting out the middle of corks for the potions
Uh-huh.
and placing fuses into them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I'm going to take my invention to Rowan and go, do you have more black powder? Because I think these will work.
I don't know if I want to tell you yes or not. We'll see. We'll see what you do with the first one.
You may want to keep that away from Kerveius, by the way.
I look at Kerveius. Do you want to blow this up? I'll throw it as far away from the ship as possible.
I look at you, I look at what it's in your hand, and then I look at Rowan.
I just sit there contriving to look as innocent as possible.
And he just goes, don't give me that bullshit. What did you do?
Well, I mean, it worked on the door, sort of. We found out that the door was a room full of bodies, so I don't know. I figured, he could have a little bit more, and we'd see what would come of it. After all, I mean, he's traveling with us. We should be friendly, like.
I walk over and look at what's in his hand. It's got a fuse on it?
Yes.
All
I
right.
have 2 other bottles that have fuses but nothing in them.
I kind of snap my fingers like a lighter and light the fuse. Chuck it as far as you want.
Throw it as far as I can out in the air. I want to see it blow up.
Okay, so you're throwing it out, like, over the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an explosion.
Yeah, I need more black powder.
Okay, so it works, but that was a waste of black powder. Like, are you good? You can't be responsible with it.
I was just showing you that it works.
Okay, the test is over.
I need more black powder.
I'll think about it.
I just kind of give you this most knowingly look.
I just sort of, smile and just say, I'll think about it.
Roll my eyes and walk away.
I don't know yet. I don't know if I can trust you to not blow us up, like, when we're sleeping. I'll think about it. As Kerveius walks away, I'd be like, I'm just going to whisper to Thagrak, I'll give you enough for one more, but you gotta be responsible.
I pop the top on one. Yes.
I pour some black powder into his potion bottle.
Okay.
And putting my homemade balance back up to 1.
God. This is gonna end up poorly.
All right. So you guys want to do anything else while you're on the boat?
I'm going to go through the armory on the ship and see if there's a pickaxe.
Like, I'm just looking through the Lich's spell books that I stole.
Yeah, there's a lot of different spells. It's a whole bunch of spells, it seems like.
Nothing I understand.
Correct. And you guys reach Cold Reach. So what do you guys do once you reach a Cold Reach?
Go to a arcane shop.
I go to a tanner.
Didn't we
I'm
want...
going to find a cleric.
Yeah, we said we were gonna find a cleric. Why is everyone going off their separate ways?
They're going shopping. Graven, let's go find a cleric.
All
Okay,
right.
do the shopping real quick. You go to an arcane shop. There's
I just want to sell the stuff I just got from Rowan.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, cool. I'm done.
Okay.
I sell my 4 pounds of bat fur.
A tanner would actually find that entirely more useful than someone in the arcane. So they'll give you 10 golds per pound.
40 gold. This is the most gold this character's ever had.
Okay, so you guys head towards the Coldreach Chapel, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like the most obvious place to start.
Yeah, so you guys just kind of like waltz in, look around. There's still like a bunch of injured people all around, so there's kind of like a lot of busy clergy. Ooh,
Any
here we
sign
go.
of a cleric?
Not overtly, no.
I'll just go to the closest person and say, "Hi."
Oh, yes, hello. Do you have dead that needs to be buried as well?
No, it's kind of an odd request. Are there any clerics available?
Oh, there's a couple. They're mostly tending towards the wounded.
I'm gonna hand the box to Graven. If he talks to the cleric, I can take over and help wounded. I'm skilled at that.
Oh, well, okay. I guess that seems fine then.
All right. You ask for the memory. Like you need them to speak with dead, and you can find the memories, and I'll take care of people.
Okay.
Oh, do
Thanks.
you need like a powerful cleric or something?
Yeah, probably more powerful the better.
Oh, okay. Just a second. They just kind of run off, come back like a minute later with someone who just looks exhausted.
Oh man.
Like they've not slept in 14 days.
Graven just instantly feels horrible. And I
She
say,
looks at you, gives you guys a once over. She's like, how may I help you?
"We're really, really sorry to disturb you. I know you're really busy, but I have an odd request. I have here this brain that contains memories from the past 50 years, and I need to access them."
We need someone who can speak with dead.
Yeah, that's a pretty strange request.
It's very important.
Let's not do it in the open, I suppose. Only one of you is coming with me, right?
I gesture to Graven.
All right, let's go.
All right. And I follow her.
She just kind of walks into like a tent that seems to be the supply tent. She's like, well, I suppose this will do for privacy. Let me see the brain, I guess.
I give the brain to her.
Okay. She just takes it, holds it in her hands. Okay, what do you want to ask it?
I want to ask it, what interests did Dr. Barnon have in Xangold?
Talking with brains is a little weird. It seems like he had a sort of interest where this person you speak of wasn't quite dead, but dead at the same time.
Okay, so he was. Okay, he was
In sort of a limbo. That happens sometimes.
Can I ask it where he could have possibly been in the next 15 years? Like, I know it's been 15 years since, but did the Dr. Barnon have any plans for him?
She just kind of looks at the brain, concentrates for a moment. It says that this person would stay close to this other person, that they would never leave their side.
And I have 3 more questions.
For those of you who are watching and are rule lawyers, I know that the spell says must have a mouth, but whatever.
DM rules triumph over all.
What modifications has the Dr. Barnon done to him?
The brain says almost everything.
That's not very specific. I was hoping
I'm
for
talking
something
to a brain.
What's the current location?
It's trying to answer, but all I get are feelings of confusion. So what are we thinking for the last question?
What was the intention of Dr. Barnon the last time you saw him with us, seen him or mentioned that person?
It says that they were going to open a new lab somewhere more central.
Anything specific?
Nope, just somewhere more central. That's all it said.
Somewhere more central. The Suitor Empire?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
That's the most central place on this continent. Okay. I assume that's all the information I'm able to get.
Yep.
Well, I thank you very much for your time. Do you need any kind of payment or anything?
No, just have your brain back. It's weird.
Okay. Yes, I totally 100% agree. It's very weird. I'm so sorry. And I take it back. And I say one last thank you and I leave towards Rowan.
Good luck, I guess.
Thank you.
I'm gonna, before I leave with Graven, I'm gonna find one of like the priest or clerics one. I'm just gonna make like 100 gold donation to them for supplies and stuff.
Okay.
And I do that.
It is what you do, yes.
Did you find, to Graven, did you find anything?
Yes and no. It was essentially I only had a limited amount of things I could ask, and I only
Okay.
have some.
Well, some info's better than none.
Very true.
Should we find the others and go over what you found?
Yeah, we should.
We go off to find the others.
Okay. You run into them eventually. They're not hard to find.
Any
How
luck?
is
Yeah, well, we got some info.
What do you got?
Well, I know that the most critical info that I got was that Barden and Xangold, apparently Xangold would never leave his side for some very strange reason. Apparently they were going to open a new lab somewhere more central.
So Xangold is working for Barden?
I don't know. That's what's worrying me right now, is that he's never leaving his side, but I don't know if it's voluntarily or not.
I would say a little bit of both. I mean, he did save his life.
Right.
Maybe he feels like he owes him. Maybe he was told that he owes him.
Maybe he was told you abandoned him.
I don't want to think of those potential outcomes.
You're gonna have to prepare for it at least.
I know.
Well, what do you say we all find a place to rest
Yeah.
and plan our next...
Well, you
Next.
have a ship.
We do have a ship.
It's a pretty good place to rest.
Okay, so wait. You said that Xangold wasn't going to leave Barden. Was that all that you knew? Or did you find out anything else?
Well, I know that originally Dr. Barnon was very interested in Xangold because it was apparently in this very limbo state between dead and alive. And apparently, I guess that's special. One thing that may not surprise you guys is that I tried asking the current of like the location of Xangold, and apparently the brain tried to, but was getting confused in telling me.
Well, that brain was attached to the Watcher, who was stuck in a place, not
If
moving
Doc-
anywhere.
Especially if Barden hasn't seen him or been in that lab for 15 years.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna know. It may want to
Probably.
tell you, but it's not gonna know.
You're right, but
Let's
Well-
go get some rest.
yeah, I agree. I need some rest and I need some thinking time. Yeah.
All right, you long rest on your boat. It's morning. The boat is very safe.
So it's morning now as Rowan sits like over an entire pot of coffee.
Nice.
Oh, wait, I don't need to sleep.
Are we doing midnight roleplay?
Well, I guess I would have waken up and then seen him not sleeping. I
You're
guess.
meditating. Shh.
Oh god.
I only know that Rowan has black powder, but don't want to steal from. Yes, I do. I'm going to try and sneak and take black powder
When are you doing this?
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
when everybody's asleep. Or if you're
Rowan,
not
roll
sleeping,
me
when you're
Would I feel him trying to get into my bag of holding?
Don't worry, guys.
Unless you keep it like on your person.
She like keeps it tucked under her pillow because she knows that this asshole's gonna try and...
That's fair. Roll me a normal
I
perception.
Indiana Jones it.
I almost say it's a force of habit ever since Yinyan's tried to keep sneaky
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
It really
that's
is.
fair. Like he starts reaching in for it, and your eyes just snap open, staring straight at him.
I found
What
use
you
for the-
doing?
I found another use for the black powder.
And what would that be that involves
Alarm
you?
clock.
No. And I just clutch the bag and roll over. Like, very cranky. Like,
Think about how well it would work.
Thagrak, if you don't want a lightning bolt called down on you right now, you will go to bed.
I don't need to sleep. Thanks for the
I do. I need to sleep. And I just pull the blanket over my head and, like, huddle up.
I leave.
I go back to sleep. So in the morning, I'm just, like, sitting over a pot of coffee, like, bag of holding around my chest.
And it's just
You would
like,
have woken up so much easier if you gave me the alarm clock.
it's like as I hand you the pot of coffee in the morning with you holding that, I was like, why are you clutching your bag?
Because I've created a monster. And I don't know if I regret it yet or not. I'll tell you after the coffee. But do we want to explore that?
Chasm?
Yes, that's the word.
It's morning. I forgave you.
I feel really, really bad about the chasm.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, maybe we don't really have much information on Xangold right now, so we might as well take a look at this thing.
All I can think of about Xangold is that he may be somewhere in the Pseudo Empire, just because it's the most central place on this continent.
And you know what? If we make our way to the Sudaran Empire, we can actually pass that ravine on the way.
This is true. This
That's
is
a good
very
point.
true. All right.
I forgive you. You haven't had your coffee yet.
I had interrupted sleep, and I just glare at Thagrak.
Why did you...
I didn't need to sleep.
You're new to the group, so this is kind of your pass. Don't ever interrupt her sleep.
I was gonna make her an alarm clock.
I don't need an alarm clock, and I don't need one powered by black powder.
And I just point at the coffee. I'm like, that's her alarm clock. Trust me.
I would like to sneak up behind Thagrak.
Yep. Cool. That's pretty good. It's a small ship, so I'm gonna just do passive. But Thagrak, give me a perception.
I find perception.
No. No. Yeah, he has no idea.
I'm gonna take off the cloak from him. Like, just swipe it off.
I feel like I don't need to pass perception check for a cloak to disappear off
Yeah,
of me.
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah, that's
swipe
fine.
it right off of him. Thagrak, you turn around immediately.
That's
Like,
fine.
I turn around with the ball out.
So, how are you feeling right now?
Feel fine. I feel angry that you're taking my cloak.
Okay, well, that's all I want to know if you're going to feel fine, so I'm going to hand back the cloak to Thagrak.
I put the maul in one hand threateningly and take the cloak.
It was an experiment.
And I cast message at you. I'm like, you know, I was the one that identified that cloak. I could have just told you what was going to happen.
It's better to do some on hands experiment.
Yeah. And he's got a giant hammer that'll smash your face.
I can also run faster than him, just so you know.
yeah, you can.
We're on a small ship.
You can
I can
only
still-
you can only run so far.
I can still outrun him.
The only person that can truly escape his grasp is the one that can fly.
He's getting
How far can I
so-
throw a bomb?
But then you wouldn't get any more black powder from me.
I've got gold now. He has no
Aw.
idea how much 40 gold is.
What a sweet mountain child.
All right. Chasm.
Chasm.
All right, you take your airship over to the chasm. It doesn't take very long, like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And you're floating over the chasm.
Is it smoking at all, or is it just, like, cold?
It's still one smoky boy.
Is it blazing, or is it just smoking like there's remains?
It is not blazing, but it is smoking like there's remains.
Well, do you want to go deeper into the ravine?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Let's just make sure to not burn the airship in the process.
So, telling the captain, get as close as you can without risking the ship.
Okay, yeah. So he takes the ship down. It's a pretty slow process, as like he has the other deckhands just kind of watching out the sides, like kind of hanging off the side, letting them know what is safe and what's not. And he actually kind of reaches the point of the deck of the airship is actually under the level of the ground. It's a really big hole.
Can we see anything? Like, if Rowan's looking over the side, can she see anything other than just smoke?
So you see like a bunch of spherical obsidian portals. So you see a bunch of those, but a lot of them are broken, or it seems like if there was a connection to a different plane of existence, it no longer is connected.
So sort of like rifts in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah, let's go with that, and not Minecraft.
I like Minecraft. Let's go with that.
I do too.
Do these like vaguely remind me of the portal that we lost Yenyen to?
No,
Okay.
because that was
Can
like
I-
a black hole.
Can I touch one?
You touch it, it's obsidian.
It's just obsidian.
Can I take like is there broken ones?
Oh, absolutely.
I want to take some of it and just start stacking it in a pile for later. I'm gonna take it with me.
Yeah, that's what you did.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Have a
Break
pile of
off a-
obsidian. You like cut your hands up a little bit because it's super sharp.
I got barbarian hands.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
it's not a big
I'm
problem
gonna-
for you.
I'm gonna carefully break a piece off and put it into, like, I'm gonna wrap it up and then put it in my bag.
And you do so.
Is obsidian stronger than adamantite?
No.
No, it's
No.
basically
It's-
glass.
It's
Oh, I
very,
see.
it's very fragile, but it's very sharp.
Ah,
It's volcanic glass.
okay. So I can't like make them as air tips.
You could,
You-
except that they're gonna break.
Yeah, they actually make very good knives or like
Spear tips.
spear tips, arrow tips. It's essentially a one-use item.
It's
Also,
gonna
there is
break,
magic,
but-
so
Also, what? Sorry.
there is magic. And
to
you guys know how
reinforce it.
I do magic. Magic can't be destroyed. A magic thing can't be destroyed unless it's destroyed by another magic thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obsidian is magic?
No,
You
but,
No.
can magic them.
but you can
Oh,
make
you
it
can
magic.
magic
You
them.
can reinforce it with
Okay.
magic.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, Graven will take some too, actually.
I feel like Graven would probably know that just because that's like the world.
Probably.
Yeah. While they search everything, I'm just gonna continually pile stuff to move on.
So there's all these broken portals, but where's the smoke coming from?
Big old continuous fire along the entire bottom of this thing.
Aside from the fire, does it look like there's any activity down there?
No.
Are there any unbroken portals?
You've run across a couple of unbroken portals, but they seem to be devoid of any energy.
I break any portals that are unbroken.
It's gonna take you a long time.
Is it that many portals?
There's a lot of portals that they kind of like line the entire wall.
Alright, I just break ones that are near us.
Okay.
So, essentially, whatever came out of these portals, they're not coming back,
No.
right?
No.
All right, take her up. Head to the Sudaran Empire.
Yeah,
Right,
I don't.
That is what happens.
How much obsidian was I able to collect?
How long were you guys there?
Not long.
Well, all of you collected at least a little bit. So let's say 30 minutes. Was that all he was doing?
Yeah, like he didn't go out of his way to break portals. Just like if he walked by one that was standing, you just smash it real quick and take more obsidian from there.
I mean, he's a big boy. He can carry a lot. Let's say like 20 pounds of obsidian.
How much can puny Graven carry?
I mean, he probably carried enough for a couple arrowheads, like a pound or two.
A couple arrowheads.
2 pounds compared to 20.
Alright, so.
Oh my god, I just had the best idea.
Of course you did.
So, I think I know what the idea is. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I think I know what it is too.
Thagrak sits down with his 20-pound pile of obsidian. uncorks the homemade bomb.
You know what?
Oh,
Just
no.
because that's the idea you make, let's make it 30 pounds.
I'm terrified.
And Graven, your mage hand could do 5 pounds, right?
10 pounds.
Let's do it 10 pounds then.
Okay.
Let's just do a mage hand's worth. That
As
seems to
soon
make
as
sense.
I finish my creation, I take it to Rowan.
What is he presenting me with?
A frag grenade.
Yeah, an obsidian
Oh.
shard frag grenade.
Oh my god.
Rowan just stares at it and looks at Thagrak and just sort of has like a half grin on her face, and she's just like, I don't know if I should be proud of you or terrified. I think I'm a little of both. You still don't get any more black powder.
I'm
Yet.
assuming we all
I'm
saw
gonna
this.
take black powder from people.
Yeah, probably. He probably did it like an excited child on Christmas Day.
Oh, he has the widest smile on his
I
face.
look over and go, the answer to your question of whether you should be proud or terrified is yes.
The wizard like peeks around the corner. The answer is definitely yes.
This is amazing. We need to test it in battle. That's the only use we can use it for right now is we have to test it in
Wait,
battle.
Did you put how much gunpowder did you put in it?
I mean, enough that it would reach the fuse.
It's a potion bottle filled with glass and gunpowder.
Yep.
So there's a lot of gunpowder.
I'm assuming you didn't use all 30 pounds of obsidian though.
No.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's a potion bottle. It probably holds like what, a couple ounces of obsidian with
Yeah.
the gunpowder in there.
I'd say like if you crush it up small enough to fit into the neck, probably about 4 ounces.
He'll have like if he has a table or something. That's just where he's got the obsidian pile next to it, and he's got some hammer,
Actually,
not his maul.
We can
Just
test this
smashing it.
now. It'll help destroy some of these portals. Light it and drop it down the ravine.
All right, I try and find a portal nearby. I hold it out towards Kerveius to light it. I throw it straight down to the portal.
Yeah, it kind of falls. Let's say like it explodes right above the portal. The actual explosion seems to destroy the portal itself, but then you just hear like a storm of shards hitting the wall, and then the bottom of your ship. You hear
Oh no.
But
I just look at him. You did collateral damage. Why?
I look at Rowan and I go, I'm more impressed than terrified.
Yeah, me too. I actually like that. That's actually useful.
I'm just gonna look at like the distance between the portal and the ship. Maybe less gunpowder.
I know. I'm thinking of like, should I make it like an actual frag grenade kill range of like 50 meters? That gets all of you guys.
How far can I throw this accurately?
How high is your strength again?
20.
Pretty far.
I walk over to Thagrak. Let me see your fuses.
I pull out like a bunch of fuses that I've gathered from around the ship.
Are they all the exact same time?
I don't know. Did you modify them?
No, I just grabbed what I could find.
Oh,
so
yeah, they're all the same then.
We may want to consider adjusting some of these lengths, maybe for longer.
Need to experiment more.
You can experiment with fuses without using gunpowder.
But I need to see how long it takes to get to the gunpowder.
The end of the fuse.
We also need to buy empty vials. I'm running out.
Oh, empty glass is not a problem.
Good
Actually,
lord.
I probably have 3. So I hand you 3.
I've got 5 empty vials.
Graven hasn't been keeping the bottles. He's been throwing them out.
Alright.
If there's a map anywhere on the ship, I'm just gonna go mark obsidian.
And I just kind of look at Rowan and was like, I'd give him a little bit more.
I'll just give him a wee bit more, but only a little bit. Like, I don't want him getting access to the big stores. Rowan, as she gives Thagrak a little bit more gunpowder, we should try fishing that way. I assume this is all going on while we're flying to the Southern Empire.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Thagrak sitting down thinking of names. Trademark.
Thinking of
All right.
names?
Yep.
So
He's like
so what you
trademark
can-
it.
Black Lotus.
Oh man.
Thagrak's Black Lotus. And Thagrak and friends. Well, acquaintances. Employers? I don't remember.
Friend seems good.
I got to get labels.
We like stole all these guns, and now we're just like, fuck the guns. Let's use the powder.
Pretty much.
Yeah, if I don't have to spend a spell slot to do a fireball,
I know, right?
This episode got weirder and weirder than the black powder. It started out with him having it in a gun and then making a shrapnel bomb.
All right, so you guys reached the Sisterian Empire.
okay, we're here, but now what?
Well, now the hard part begins where we probably need to find the criminal underworld and the deep, deep kind of criminal underworld.
The last time you dealt with the criminal underworld here, you got mugged.
It was here. That's true.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it was here, anyways.
No, it was here.
The Sisterian
Okay.
Empire. Was it this map?
Yeah, it was this map.
Okay,
This was the map that he got mugged in.
nice.
Yep.
Bad
So
memories.
don't put all of your valuables into one spot.
Don't go off on your own by yourself,
So you should
Yes.
hand me like half of your gold right now.
and you should hand me the other half.
You should always keep a shrapnel grade.
How
Sorry,
persuasive
Black
are you guys?
Lotus.
I can be somewhat persuasive. Do you want me to roll for it?
Yeah, I actually do want you to roll for it.
Both of
Oh, is
us?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, is that what you rolled, a 24?
Yeah. That's about what Rowan would have. She'd just be like grinning, like, yeah, you should give me your gold.
So you believe me, but not her.
You guys can see me thinking about it. So, I mean, you guys, I can trust you enough, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm literally not going to spend your gold. I just don't want you to lose all of your gold when you get mugged again.
Wait, you lost all your gold?
Yeah, he got mugged.
I give you the coldest of stares.
Rowan's just laughing.
We spent a good day and a half, I think, maybe less, getting some of his stuff back.
I just remember you lost all of your gold, and it was like devastating.
It was. Well, no, it's not just that. I lost everything. I lost my items, but I
Yeah.
got my items back, luckily.
Yeah, but your gold was gone, and that set you back pretty bad.
Yeah. But we did find. Well, we
We
found.
found the chest of
gold.
gems.
Exactly. We found like valuables, and I got.
But that's still money we could have had with us.
But
It's
will
true.
you be so lucky again? I'm just thinking of if the worst case scenario happened.
You already know what happened last time when you went off by yourself.
Yes. So
You
I just
want- you
don't
really
have
want-
to go.
Don't go
I just-
alone, and don't have all your money on you.
Oh, take me.
I'm not too sure about the not having all my money on, unless you're saying put it in the bank.
Or you can give it to me or Rowan.
I mean, are you going to use it? Can I trust you to keep it?
Have you seen me spend a lot of money?
You? No.
So why would I spend your money?
All right. Fine. How much do you think I should give you?
How much do you want to hang on to in case you do get mugged for everything?
500 seems like a good start.
Okay, so keep 500 on you and give me the rest.
No. I'm saying I'll give you 500.
Okay, you can give me 500. How much do you have on you, though?
I don't want to say.
Okay. So if you get mugged, all you're gonna get is 500.
Sure, and essentially I can get that money back anytime, correct?
Sure.
Okay. I'm making sure that we come to the right agreement, and I'll hand you 500 gold.
You act like I'm gonna swindle you.
I know you wouldn't. I definitely know you wouldn't, but I'm just kind of
If
wary.
I really wanted to swindle you, I would have just cast a suggestion on you. Okay, I will set aside 500 gold that belongs to Graven.
Thank you.
Now what do we do?
Probably end the session there.
Okay.
That works.